moving on to the 7th step, improvement course. Okay, so the first thing is your step 1, introduction to academic writing. Now this academic writing can also be called as report writing. What are the things to be kept in mind here is you are going to be given 20 minutes to write this, and the number of words expected minimum is at least 150 words. 150 words at least. You might be given a pictorial representation. Mostly it can be pictorial. It can be a line graph or bar chart or pie chart, table, flow chart, or it can still be any diagram. So the pictorial representation might be any one of these. From this you are expected to write your answer that comes to a minimum of 150 words, and that should be finished within 20 minutes. Moving on to the next step, the second step, the structure. The structure of a high band answer. So what is being expected, how are you expected to give an answer that is going to bring you give you a high band? So you always stick to this method. An opening paragraph, the body, and the closing paragraph. We don't generally say an introduction or a conclusion here when it comes to report writing and academic writing, because in a report writing, you cannot give your opinions. You're just going to talk about that particular topic. So only when you give your own opinions, you can go ahead with introduction and conclusion. So it's better to use the word opening paragraph instead of calling it an introduction, and closing paragraph instead of calling it a conclusion. So your opening paragraph can always be up to, it can be a single paragraph, maybe 2 or 3 sentences, just giving a detailed insight, explaining as to what you're going to describe about in this particular topic, can lay in the opening paragraph. Moving on to the body, you can have around 2 or 4 paragraphs, depending on the type of graph that has been given to you. And you can also, highlight the important feature of the graph. Generally, the first part of the body should contain it has to begin all the basic necessities or the basic details that has been given in the graph or the chart or the table or the diagram, whatever pictorial representation has been given to you. And you can also divide the paragraphs, the body paragraphs, based upon their importance. Based upon their importance, you can have 2 or 3 subparagraphs. And once you're done with the body, you move on to the closing paragraph. This can again just be 1 paragraph with 2 or 3 sentences. It should just sum up, your closing paragraph should just sum up the overall change that has been shown in the graph, how it has started and how it had been, it had gradually moved over, or how it had developed, how it had evaluated. So all these things are essential when it comes to the closing of a paragraph. The third step is how to write an opening paragraph. How are we going to go about? How can you make your opening paragraph more attractive? How can you draw the attention of the examiner towards your opening paragraph? You can always ask 2 effective questions. You can ask these basic effective questions, because the answer of this particular question can be your opening paragraph. So you can ask yourself, what does the graph show? And what is the graph about? So you can answer these 2 basic questions. These 2 basic questions answer your opening paragraph. Your opening paragraph can be a successful one if you're going to question yourself these 2 basic questions. Moving on to the 4th step, body paragraphs. So it is always advisable to start with the most important point. Always begin with the most important point. So it's just a tip. It's not a thumb rule, but it's just a tip. Not all your answers should begin with an important point, but it can always have, words like as shown in the figure, or as it can be seen, or we can see, or it is clear or evident. So you can use such words or such lines. Okay, this can be a starting line to make your paragraph more appealing, as shown in the figure, or as shown in the graph, as it can be seen, or as we all can see it. It is clear that this particular graph. So these are the basic ways in which you can start your body paragraphs. The next is concentrating on the appropriate language. So, in your body or in your content, you should ensure that you are covering each and every minute detail that has been given in the graph or the diagram or the table. So here you need to, for example, if you have a rough graph like this, you make sure your particular information covers everything from this point, goes here, shows the fluctuation, shows the peak, and then how it has reduced, and then how it has become constant after a point of time. So this is very important. So you need to use sentence like the sales of whatever it is about the whatever the question is given to you about of the sales above the washing machine or the electronic or particular brand of a phone, whatever has been constant over a period of time. it had been fluctuating. It had reached its peak in this particular year or in this particular month. So you need to cover each and every aspect that comes under the pictorial representation that has been given to you. Moving on to the next step, describing. It has to be described properly, or whatever the information has been given, you need to look at the information given, or if it's a picture, the color, the shape, or whatever object is being given, and if you're expected to do any comparison, all those descriptions should be concentrated. You need to concentrate more, maybe on the size, color, object, comparison, whatever has been expected from you through the pictorial representation given needs to be explained here. And coming to the last closing paragraph, you need to have linking word and then the content. Now, what is a linking word? Thus, therefore, on the basis. So these are the linking words in fact. So you have the linking word and then you give the content. It can be interpreted like, or thus from the particular data, from the graph we infer. So this is how you can start your closing paragraph to make your closing paragraph more appealing.